Here we go. So episode 2 of the MyTeam podcast. It's called Our Team. We did our first episode last week. It was a great success. Like we really enjoyed doing it. It's got really good feedback. You guys are showing a lot of love and support. Subs are going up for all of us. And you know, you guys have really got behind us to show us that support and keep us doing something like this. It's episode 2. A lot's happened this week in the community. As always, I'm joined by Josh and Jakel, who I'll talk to you in a sec. But we've got Young Simba on this week as well, which is huge, right? Second episode, and we've got Young Simba on, one of the biggest names in the 2K community. And what an awesome opportunity to speak to him and for you guys to get to know him as we do as well. So first up, Jakel, you've been using my account today. You've been running with that D Wade, and you uploaded some video of some poor guy getting absolutely battered by you.
Yeah, that's right. Got to try out your account, and it's been amazing, man. Like that first game, I was just blown away by D Wade, and I'm excited to try the rest of your account too, because you got some cards I haven't used before. So it's gonna be some fun on Unlimited. Like I'm gonna be sweating on these Aussies and Australians, bro.
Yeah, you get me a free few wins as well if you go into Unlimited. I'm not complaining about that. Speaking of Unlimited, Josh, 12-0. Congrats.
Yes, sir. Yo, today, man, guys, when I tell you, there's a lot of sweats when you get to the Galaxy Open tier. And I feel like 2K does that on purpose. Like, there was like 3 close games I was in, and there was this one dude, JDR Flip, and I know his name sounds familiar. And like other dudes I asked around, he said they heard him before. He said he's a super sweat. The fact that I was able to pull out that win with the team I had is just like, it was crazy. Like, and something I noticed while I was able to, win so much, and I'll give you guys a little bit of tip. It's something Jazz also stressed. You got to stay calm when you're playing these games. Like, I was down in the third quarter, ending in the third quarter, down by 7. Normally, I get frantic, try to force threes. But I played my game. I rushed my opponent at the right times, and it's definitely helpful. Like, just having a calm mind, not getting flustered when you have turnovers, definitely something you guys should try to practice, and it helped me get Kevin McHale today.
It's funny you say that because I know I have videos on this stuff about remaining calm and understanding what's happening in the game. But RIP to my controller because I smashed it 2 days ago. So I'm not practicing what I preach. I've had the worst time on Unlimited like this season. I've had the worst time. I literally uploaded a video today, which will be yesterday. And like every game's going the same. I can't remember the last time someone missed a full white against me. Every time, like every game I'm playing, I'm just playing someone who's running the rim and getting a foul. Like it's just been that. I'm 20-6, which is actually a better record than I had last season at this point. But I hate it. Like I'm hating the game. Like every game, I'm just sitting there I go like a shade of purple instead of red, right? Like I'm literally just sitting there like a beetroot and on the sofa, just getting angrier and angrier as I go. Watching you play though, Josh, like yeah, you make it look easy, man. Like your game is so good now. Like you made that look so easy.
I tried, like, it just took like a lot of what I did. I scrimmaged against a lot of like, comp dudes, and they would beat down on me. Like the first time they would beat down on me. But then instead of getting frustrated in those games, I'm like, all right, what can I take differently from this game and apply it to my next game? And something I noticed is like a lot of these sweaty dudes, there's like, I would say like 3 different styles of play. And it's more so like their defense, like either press, bait in the lanes, or just trap. And like I got used to playing against all 3 types of defenses. So whenever I encountered it on Unlimited, it was kind of easy to break. I was able to stay calm, make the right passes. And something I will say is when you see dudes playing like that, you're not supposed to pass really. Like you try to limit your passing. I don't use screens that much. I speed burst out of everything. Like I'm not gonna lie, like because people like to just use their computers, and speed burst against the computer is easy. If I feel like I can't get around them, I'll close the screen. So that's something else you guys could use to help you. And what I'm actually gonna do on my channel is I'm gonna like break down some of my toughest games, whether I lost or won, and give you guys tips on how you can improve your own game. So be sure to look out for that on my channel.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Look, I'm really delayed at the moment as well. So I've got this amazing strategy right now, which is give the ball to Rudy Fernandez and just run to the rim as quickly as I can. And just hope his Hall of Fame animations just kick in every game. Jakel, you got 90%. My account now. Like you're using my account because you haven't really been grinding the game. So I was like, jump on my account. I've got a million MT going crazy. What are you going to do this week? Who are you going to use?
Yeah, well, like, because, we come up with that idea together. Like, that's a great idea because, like, I'm not going to do the level 40s. I didn't do the last few level 40s, like Baron Davis even. I want to try him. I didn't get to try him. There's a lot of cards. And then, I don't know, I'll probably just use any cards that their prices go down. like these new cards, I'd like to probably grab 1 or 2. But yeah, otherwise, I just really want to use this Wade bro and show like what I would do with the level 40 rewards.
I'm
probably
hoping
my
you
main goal.
accidentally do some XP for me as well, like without realizing. That would be great.
Yeah, definitely.
Pick up a new card and save me about 2 days worth of grinding. That would be great. Yeah, Josh, new content. So it's been a weird week, right? Like the first drop was that Allen Houston.
Wait, it was the Allen Houston and then the Moments, right?
Yeah,
I think it was like that.
I mean, the Houston
Both were
drop was
bad.
weird. Like weird, right?
It was weird. I didn't really like it. Like it was like it could have been better. Jason Kidd, I don't think they gave him that good dribble sigs. Like I looked at it, I don't think his dribble sigs are that good. Like he's a good defensive point guard, but you know what I mean, I don't really want to run Jason Kidd. So I personally didn't look into any of those cards. I'll probably say the best card value-wise from that set was probably Michael Carter Williams, a 6'6" point guard that can play defense. He does have clamps, he can't get range, but when you're 6'6", you really don't need to be shooting. You need to be going to the basket. So
yeah, I tried him out. Yeah, he's good, isn't he, for an amethyst? I mean, the Allen Houston amethyst is like legendary, right? Like at the time, everyone.
The first amethyst. He was really good. Really good shooter.
I think he was the best budget card in the game for a while. Like you know that he was the first. He was the first knockdown card in the game, really. I think.
Sure.
Which is, I think, why I think it's almost like a fan favorites pack, isn't it? Like that's why they've released a PD Houston because we like the amethyst.
Speaking of fan favorites, I feel like we're going to get a Galaxy Opal Wayne Embry from the fan favorites. I just know for a fact he's going to be a part of it. With Hall of Fame range and Clint. And guess what? I will spend whatever MT I got to spend to get that card because Wayne Embry's Pink Diamond is.
You were saying last week like they should glitch cards to make them tournament shot. If they release a 7'5" Embry, I'm in. Like glitched fan favorite.
7'5" is OD. 7 foot is good. A 7 foot Embry with the same sigs and everything would be good. But 7'5" is whoa. That's just cheating. Might as well be cheating in this game.
If it's like proportional, the player build, he'll literally take up the entire paint. But he's just a beast. Yeah, we got a good drop after that though, right? Like Moments. What do you think about that?
Okay, so that Galaxy Opal Anthony Davis, be sure to look out for the gameplay that I will be uploading probably the day you see this video. Anthony Davis, Galaxy Opal, is not only the best big man in the game, but the best card in this game. When I say there's no weakness to his game, like using him, they gave him a faster release. His dribbling is not too bad, but with the speed glitch, anybody could dribble. He has Hall of Fame quick first step, hot zone hunter, gold range. Everything you want your big man to have, he has, and some. And it's just like, wow, using that card was just crazy. But some honorable mentions was definitely that Pink Diamond Oscar Robinson and Pink Diamond Granger, who has Hall of Fame range. So there's a lot of good cards that dropped.
People really like that Granger. Like, it's so funny. Literally last week on the podcast, we said Mikhail will be the best center in the game for about 4 weeks. And it lasted 4 days.
Yeah, he's still top 5. He's still top 3, but it lasted less than a week. Anthony Davis just came, then just shouted over him like it's my time.
Yeah. And that's terrifying because what's next? You know, what's next week? Good Lord.
That's the truth. Yeah. I mean, I think Mikhail's the only one who can really stop that AD like now. So I think that wingspan will kind of give you a chance.
Oh yeah, it gives you an edge, right?
But yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right, Jaquel. Like if that's where we're at now, if that AD is no joke. I mean, they could have released like 20 centers before that AD, right? That still would have been upgrades on what we had before. But they went straight in with like range extender, elite offensive, elite defensive, quick first step, Anthony Davis. That's what they just dropped.
That's championship Anthony Davis right there. That's why I got the Lakers. That's championship AD right there.
Yeah.
And it makes me think, because you see how the lock-ins before we was getting like what, Pink Diamonds, I believe, to get Chris Webber. It makes me think, yo, the lock-in for this card, I'm thinking it's LeBron James because you can't. I feel like LeBron as a lock-in would be better than him as an idols card like the AD, because like, all right, they're gonna spend money, but to really lock in for LeBron, do you think about how much money they can make from that? Like everybody's gonna rip packs, trying to get all the cards they need. I'm like, yo, that's scary. Like, so that means the next 4 cards to lock in, Galaxy Opals. So that means the lock-in might be a Dark Matter. Oh my God.
It could be, you just realized. Yeah, it could be. It's funny with that AD, man, because like I'm no money spent. I'm not like one of those weird no money spent people that are like, this is my entire life that I don't spend money, and I need to tell everyone that I talk to that I don't spend money. I'm no money spent just out of like, you know, just because I just don't spend money on it. But I'm genuinely thinking of ripping packs for that AD. I am thinking because I'm not gonna.
It's not a bad idea.
it's taken me the whole season to basically generate 1 million MT, and to drop all of that on one card now seems like, it seems worse as an option than just dropping, £80 on it.
A couple dollars on it. It's like,
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people are pulling them as well, man. I think the odds are really good.
I didn't. I'll be honest here. I spent $70 on BC. Didn't get them. The highest card I got was an Amethyst. I got Diamond LeBron James from the freaking pack. So I wouldn't recommend it. But I feel like the way 2K works is if you don't, because I pulled Kevin Durant when I opened one pack from the super pack. And like I didn't open packs early in the game. I feel like 2K's logic is like, oh, if this kid, like they'll watch your account, if they see you don't spend money in the game, they'll give you one good pack pull and they'll make you think in the future, oh, I rip packs, I got luck, just to kind of reel you in. So I'm like, I'm done spending money again. Next time I open packs is when this super pack out. Right now, I'm good off that. Good.
I mean, you never really know, right? Like I see posts people saying, "Oh, I spent $20 and I pulled AD." I mean, I don't know if it's legit or not. They might have just sold their card to rip packs. I don't know what the reality is. I'm assuming always that's just a legit post. But I saw a lot of posts pop up. Oh, I spent $10, I spent $20, and I got AD. But I did watch a streamer rip packs, and actually, you're right. He ripped 150 packs before we got him. Yeah, so maybe he's not as common as we think. So what's going on with this Granger then? Why is everyone raving about him?
He is crazy, bro. He is probably one of the, like, he's looking like in game. Like he might be in the 250k like for people. He's probably that good. As long as his jump shot is just quick, that's all he needs. Yeah, he's looking crazy because 250k. I'd say he's going to be on there. There's a good chance.
Yeah,
100%.
Cool. Have you seen this Paul Pierce? The diamond and the controversy about it.
Yeah.
Once I realized he had the same badges as the unlimited reward, and people pointed that out, I said that is foul. Like I don't know who I feel bad for. Like I don't know if I felt worse. I don't know if I felt bad for like the people who actually grinded for him, or the people who like opened packs and got him. Like what the hell? Like you can't give us up better like a few Hall of Fame badges and stuff. But 2K gonna be 2K.
I literally dropped a video this week, right, about how to make MyTeam more enjoyable. One of those things is like, once the season's over, no one really cares if you got the 12-0 reward. Like right now, no one really cares if you got Iggy. But at the start of the year, with the cards that we had, people were running Sapphire cards and all of that stuff to try and get Paul Pierce. It was probably the biggest sweat, right, or the least enjoyable run to get to Paul Pierce. And for them to release basically the same card that's about 10 KMT, a couple of months later, it's such a slap in the face, and it's so lazy. It's so lazy.
What they could have done, and what they can do so easily, is update those reward cards. Update them. It's simple. They can do that. They've done it before. They've done it before, so they could do that. So it's not impossible. They just Why wouldn't you do that if you're going to release the diamond? It's just like it's crazy.
That's such a good idea. I mean, imagine they did that. Like if that was the only version of that card. And then every season it got updated. That's just a brilliant idea.
That's not a bad idea. 2K, I hope you're listening to this and take some notes. We're giving you free game right here. This is free game.
Yeah. Free game. I don't know if it's free, man. If they do it, we'll charge them.
I'm charging them a whole lot. All those times I rip packs, I want that back and some.
Interest. Limited this weekend, guys.
Jeez, man. I played probably like 2 games. I was running Galaxy Opal Dwayne Wade, and I lost by 3. I had a chance at a game winner, but this dude, I just scored only with Dwayne Wade, and he would not leave Wade alone. I'm just like, yo, bro. I couldn't even get the shot off. But limited is sweaty always on the first day. I like to do it on Sunday. I like to, I like playing things close. I play better when there's a lot of pressure on me. But I definitely want to get it on Sunday. Today, actually.
Yeah.
I've already got my ring, so. I got it fast as I think 2 games, and then your limited game on your account. I got a pack for you, so there you go.
Oh, did you? Yeah, look at what did you get?
Pack. I think it was the Money Ginobili one, Idols.
If there's nothing in there, I'm gonna make you play again. You know that, right?
Easy.
Just keep going till you get something good. I did limited. It took me, I think it took me 4 games. I quit out of one, because it just got sweaty quick. Steph Curry on a body controller, wanted nothing to do with that. Then won 3 and I got the ring. I did miss the ring on my first win though. That's a habit now. I used to get the ring almost first game. Now it's like facts that I'll miss the ring at least once, every time. every single time.
I always go middle. Like I always go middle. That's where the rings usually are. And if I go middle, I go right, and the rings usually there. So.
Yeah. I go middle and right as well. Yeah. That's what I always do.
Yeah. What I want them to do for limited is have the same concept, but you have a certain amount of wins that if you get there, you just get it anyway. If you know what I mean. But you can still have the chance of getting it randomly before. But there should just be there has to be a threshold. Like you can't. Guys are playing like 40 games. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not fair. That ain't fair.
It's possible that you don't get it. I mean, theoretically, it's possible that you could win 300 games and never get that ring. That's actually a possibility.
And that is not right. That is not right.
They changed the odds on it. They messed up last season, didn't they? One of the weeks. I can't remember what happened. Limited wasn't working for a couple of hours. And then I think they changed the odds.
It was Jaylen Brown, yeah. The Jaylen Brown season.
Yeah.
Like people were getting him and then he wasn't showing up in their awards.
Yeah. And then they fixed it, and I think they gave up the ring like on the first win almost for everyone. Yeah, I think there's got to be a limit with that stuff. Like maybe even as the weekend goes on, the odds get better. I know some people that really struggle with limited, man. Like, do you know anyone who's kind of struggling with it?
Yeah, I've talked to a few people that say like it's the card, how they do the cards and stuff, they just can't do it. And on current gen, I understand because lower tier cards are absolutely useless. Like, but if you come on next gen, like you can really do work with a gold player. Like for real,
right?
It's like it's a different. But yeah, I feel for dudes on current gen having to play with these sapphires. Like it's tough to green and it's tough to just even play. Like dribble, look how slow they are. They are so slow.
Yeah. Do you feel like they actually nailed the whole purpose of limited is it's supposed to be casual, right? It's supposed to be a mode that, get off the sweat of unlimited, but you can still play online. Do you think that they actually nailed that, or do you think limited is just as sweaty as unlimited is?
Yeah, well, they needed to add like a certain amount of wins because then they'll get the sweats off. They'll get on, they get their ring, they're gone. But what if a sweat's on there playing 40 games? He's smoking 40 dudes.
Yeah.
And the longer you keep him there, more wins.
Yeah. And people play on as well. That's the other thing. Like the idea of limited is people get on, they get the ring, and they jump off. But then 2K put in incentives for like elite players to
play 5 limited. Yeah, 5 limited games. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, you can play. I'm like, come on, bro. I don't even want to. I got my ring. I don't want to see this mode anymore. I'm like,
yeah. But last season they had the weekend where you were getting like Hall of Fame badges and stuff. So people were just sweating the whole weekend. You remember that?
Yeah, I never got mine. I just stopped after I played a certain amount. I'm like, I'm not doing this today.
I played a bit, man. I ended up with like 10 duplicates. I think I got like 5 Richard Jeffersons, like 2 Allen Iversons, all just still sitting in packs. Speaking of moment like events challenges, the unlimited challenge this weekend. Have you seen this?
Oh, with the packs actually. I think I only pulled like one decent badge, and that badge was bronze range. I ended up putting out my Wayne Embry.
Decent badge. That's such a good badge.
It actually worked out.
Yeah, no, that's
actually worked out. So I could run him at the 4 off my bench now that I got McHale. So it all works out in my favor. I could just upgrade it on him.
Yeah, I got a couple. I think I got a gold volume shooter, and I think I got a silver rim protector. I think
that's a great badge. Rim protector. It gives your team takeover when you get blocks, but it on like gold. I didn't even know that until like recently.
You were telling me to put rim protector on Wade, right? Like, so I've got the silver now. I think I've got a bronze, so I might just need to grab a gold, and then I can sort Wade out with that as well. Cool, guys. All right, so like we've got a special guest on this week. We've been like shouting about it for a week, obviously. Big shout out to Josh first, because he's the guy with the connections. He's like part of 2K Illuminati now. Just yeah, he's deep in giving his clubhouse friends. Yeah, he's killing it. But yeah, Josh sorted this all out. So thanks, man. Like I said, second episode ever.
Legendary.
And we got Young Simba on. So let me introduce him, guys. Please welcome Young Simba.
This is the start of a symbol. Scar nigga Simba.
Hey Simba, how you doing, man?
I'm great. How about you guys?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're excited to have you on, man. Just first of all, I just want to say thanks again for doing this. You know, second podcast for someone like you to be on the show is crazy for us. So we really appreciate it, man.
Especially for the MyTeam community, it's definitely big. Definitely big.
Thank you guys for having me.
No problem, man. How are you getting on in 21 so far? January? Big plans for this year?
I've just been grinding XP. That's about it with my team. I just sit here, buy the cards, sell them back.
Yeah, that's about it. That's what we're all doing, man. Yeah, I saw your video on the XP, the kind of pay to win. You don't earn XP for playing the game. Like that was a big observation for me. Like I thought about it last season, and I was like, I played probably 60 games of Unlimited after I got Iggy. This grind would be so much easier if we were earning XP for just playing the game. Why do you think that's not the case?
It's literally for money. That has to be the only explanation, to be honest. Because like every other game, like Call of Duty or even Madden, they have like their XP system. You play a game, you get a touchdown, you get like 50 XP or whatever. But 2K, it's all about money at the end of the day.
It's not their way. I mean, I played FIFA for years, and I only started playing MyTeam in probably March last year. It is quite shocking how kind of the financial model is just built into absolutely everything in this game, right? Like,
they're money hungry. Money hungry.
Yeah. Big basketball news, Josh.
Yeah, so I actually had you on Twitter for a while, and I noticed that you're like an Oladipo fan. I wanted to ask, how do you feel about him being on the Rockets now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Pacers fan. It kind of hurt to see Oladipo go, but if he ain't want to be here and the team ain't want to pay him the max contract, I'm fine with it now. But if anyone follows me on Twitter, you see my initial reaction. I was screaming, going crazy.
I feel like he's gonna be a good fit with the Rockets.
Yeah, honestly, I heard that he doesn't even want to be there, so they're gonna try to flip him as well.
Yeah, well, send him to New York, man. We could use some help. Send him to New York.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Use some help.
He's your header, right, on your YouTube page?
Yeah, I just changed it yesterday to Miles Turner, but he was there for a good 2 years.
Yeah, there's some emotions when you change that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your plans, man, for 21? Like you're obviously you're nearly 70,000 subs now. Like that growth is crazy.
Yeah, I guess the plan is just to keep trying to grow. Hopefully, hit 100K by the end of the year. That would be the main goal. And yeah, if 2K they drop dope content, I think it's definitely possible.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah. Like how are you finding 2K21 as a game, like versus the previous years?
I definitely like it a lot more than 2K20. I find myself on the game a lot more compared to 20. Even though I was complaining about like it's pay to win for the XP, it's something to do, if that makes sense. Like they're adding the new domination, it's something to do compared to like previous 2Ks. After you beat domination or you go 12-0, you're just done for the month. So like I do like this one more. I agree with that, man. Like your approach to your channel is like, it's quite helpful, right? Like a lot of the videos you drop are designed to help people. Like I said in my last video, I kind of quoted you in that video. I spoke about limited and the fact that you kind of posted this video. I think it was last week, right? Where you said, if the game's sweaty, just quit out the game. I literally just did that, by the way. I loaded it into a game and the guy was sweaty as hell. I was like, I'm out. Running modded controller with Steph Curry. I was like, yeah, that's good. See you next time. You chose that route. Like, what was the reason that you chose that kind of path to kind of help people and make the game a bit easier? Well, to be honest, at first I wanted to do like gameplays and stuff, but I just saw that that's like kind of oversaturated, I guess. Because like everyone, like an hour after the card comes out, they just post the gameplays. And if I'm just being honest with myself, I'm not that great at the game. But same. I figure it makes more sense to just be informational, try to help people with the cards or whatever the case may be.
Yeah. I remember the first video I saw of yours. It was about the GOAT cards, I think, and I'm sure it was that video. But you basically said something about 2K doing something good, and then messing it up.
Yeah, 2K tends to do that.
For sure. Like, I've been watching YouTubers for a while, right? And they're all about, sort of elite gameplay and all of this. And that was the first time I kind of heard like an opinion on the game, like on the wider sort of concept of the game. I loved it, man. I really enjoy your content a lot. What was the point where you think you got like momentum on the channel?
Definitely like 2K19, because I was posting in like 17, 18, but not really. Like I post a few videos here and there. Yeah. Like 2K19, I started posting, and then it took off to like 15K subscribers or something like that. And then from that, it went to like 15K to 60K in like 2K20. So I guess 1920, it took off.
Yeah. Josh, when did you find Simba?
I think I'm trying to remember, because I know I found Simba I think it was around 19. Like I remember him like around like 20K subs. I think no, it was last year. I was trying to go 12-0, and like I just couldn't do it myself. I looked through bio. I didn't find it helpful. I looked through like DVG maybe had a video or HGB or somebody, and then I found Simba, and then I think he was one of the first people who mentioned the 5-man rotation, 12-0 run. Like I watched his video, and
Right.
I used to refer to it until like I started trying to come into like the comp scene, and I started running like a 10-man rotation.
Yeah, cool, man. Simba, if you could give some advice to like up and coming YouTubers, you know, we're having a bit of momentum on our channel. Like, what's the advice you would give to someone who's starting
I guess
out?
the most important thing is staying consistent. Like it always helps the algorithm if you're posting a lot. It's like I try to do at least 5 videos a week. Like if you do more, that's even better. But yeah, just post consistently. That helps the algorithm.
Yeah, that's good. I've slowed down this week, so that's probably some good timed advice. Like I was posting every day, but then I took a few days off, so I'll get back on it for sure. You guys live quite close to each other, right?
Yeah, we're both from New York, I believe.
Yeah, I'm from New York.
Yeah, I don't know how far apart you are. I've been to New York, man. It's a really cool place to be. I stayed there for sort of 5 days.
Simba, how do you feel about the Nets trade?
The Nets trade, I mean, the net. I got them as the favorites now, but
I don't know.
yeah, they got to be the favorites because it's just too much star power at the end of the day, in my opinion.
That's if Kyrie shows up.
That is true, but I think they could pick up depth and stuff. And then I mostly care about Karis LeVert now because I'm just a Pacers guy. But
he's a good pickup. Yeah, that was a good pickup.
I hope so. But
He's
yeah, I
underrated.
think the Nets are the favorites in my opinion.
I mean, I definitely could see why, like, because that star power was very overwhelming. Like, I don't see any team that could really come close to the offense, but I feel like down the stretch in the playoffs, like, defense is going to play a role. Like, scoring is good, but if they play a team like maybe like the Celtics, who's a great defending team and can also get a bucket on their own, they could probably keep it close. But if they get like key stops, I feel like they could give them a hard time. But I definitely do see the Nets coming out the East. I don't see them being the Lakers though. Like AD and LeBron as a duo is just overwhelming. And then you got other pieces around. That's just me though.
Yeah, like I think the Lakers, they definitely have a shot at winning, no question. But if I were to put money on it, I would have to go with the Nets at this point.
And how many games you think if you was to put money on the Nets?
I put Nets in 6.
Oof. I think it's going to come down to what happens off the court, man. I think the Nets have more quality on the court, but Harden and Irving and Durant trying to coexist in the locker room. I mean, that doesn't speak a winning formula to me.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, if Irving buys in, I think they're great. But if he doesn't, then it starts looking iffy. But even so, KD and Harden, that's 2 of the best scorers ever. I think that should be enough.
Like, what was your first 2K ever that you picked up?
Probably like 2K8, the one with Kevin Garnett, I think.
Oh, my first one was like 12 was the first one I played. So I'm kind of new. Yeah, I'm kind of new to this 2K stuff.
You're new. I started playing 2K20 was my first one. I played 2K19, but I didn't play MyTeam. 2K20, I got into it and got like addicted quick. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how they get you, man.
Yeah. Simba, your face reveal. When we're gonna see it?
So like I have 2 ways I'm gonna go about it. One, either 100K, or 2, I've always been waiting to do like a 1v1 versus someone in like IRL basketball. I know it's not as hot as it used to be, but that's what I was waiting for.
We can set that up.
Yeah, I mean, hey, maybe. But I was either gonna do that or 100K, either or. So I got to see what comes first, I guess.
Yeah, Josh,
listen, man. If summertime come, you got 100K. We could do a 1-on-1. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm down.
Why did you choose to hide your face?
I mean, me personally, I started it like in like my house, at my mom's house, and like I wasn't really like, I don't really know how to explain it. Like I wasn't really like comfortable being in front of the camera or anything. And then as time went on, like I'm not doing like pack openings or like gameplay, so I feel like having your face in a video isn't really that necessary per se.
Yeah, the reactions, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, even after I do the face reveal, I still don't think I'm gonna have many videos with like my face in the camera, anything like that.
Yeah, like I showed my face for the first time on the podcast last week, right?
Mhm.
Like I hadn't shown it for ages. It's weird, man. It's really weird when you haven't done it for a long time, and then you put your face on the camera. Like I don't even know where to look. It's really weird. It's going to take some getting used to, but yeah, I'm interested to see that. I'm going to try and set up you playing Josh 1-on-1 so we can get that Facebook.
Yeah, make sure y'all get Simba to 100K so we can set up this 1v1. So 100K,
sure.
like we need that like by next month. Next month, 100K.
Yeah, for sure. Did you catch a podcast last week, man?
Yeah, I actually watched the full thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know a lot of stuff about MyTeam. Like, I always base cards based on their real life, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's like I thought Kevin McHale was terrible. Like, I didn't even consider going for a limit, and then you guys started saying that he's a great card and stuff. I'm like, oh, I might have to go for it.
I'm in a pink diamond tier right now trying to get him, and
man,
it's sweaty, but it's not hard. It's sweaty, but it's not hard. Like, you know, it's like it's dudes trying really hard to beat you. Unbelievable. Yeah.
I can't catch a break, man. Like my record was like 87%. I think it's about 70% now. Like it's just bad. I'm getting run over, body control, all going on. Like, and the thing is, like, I was like, this weekend, it should be less sweaty. You know, people got to do win the weekend, so the competition.
Not with the rewards.
So
You know, reward day jump with the badges.
that's the problem, man. Like I literally jumped out, I didn't know it was happening. I was just getting pasted for like 2 hours. Yeah, it's rubbish.
Simba, did you see Anthony Davis?
I haven't seen his stats, but I heard he was great on Twitter.
Yeah, he's probably the best big man right now. Like Boogie was the best big man, ultimate big man. Now it's AD. So he's definitely.
Yeah, I might have to pick him up and then test him out for my XP challenges, and then sell him right back.
I don't even got nothing. He's like 800K right now. I don't.
Never mind.
Yeah, no. He probably dropped down to 400, but still, that's too much for him.
800, is he actually 800K?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
there's one that's actually going for $1 million with like 13 Hall of Fame badges, 13 extra Hall of Fame badges.
Wow.
Somebody threw up there. Yeah.
I got 1 million MT. I could do that.
No. There's 9 hours left in the auction though. He's going for $1 million.
Yeah, he's gonna go for crazy MT, man. Simba, I think we covered everything, man. Is there anything else you want to touch on?
Nah, I think I'm good. I think y'all got it.
Yeah. Man, I want to say again, like, just a huge thank you, man. Like, for us to be on our second podcast and to have you on, you know, someone who's literally trying to push for 70,000 subs. It's been such a huge part and such a positive part of the 2K community for so long. To have you on our second ever show is just massive for us. And you know, I'm sure the people listening to this have already taken a lot away from what you've said. So just want to say really big thank you, man. We really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you guys for having me once again.
No problem.
No problem.
That was like really dope. Just having such a huge MyTeam content creator on here, and you know, I can't wait to have the next guest next week who's gonna be out of this world. That's all I'm gonna tell you guys for now. That's all I'm gonna tell you for now. But just know this next guest next week, you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, they pulled it off. But yeah, guys, can't wait to see what the future holds for this podcast.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. That, like, again, you're fully 2K Illuminati now. I don't know how you're pulling this off. That out of world should have been in these, right? Out of this world, yeah, for sure. Okay, guys, what you been doing on your channels this week?
Kind of slowed down with content creation, and the only reason with that is because like I do gameplays, and it's harder for me to do gameplays because I don't have that much MT, and I'm not trying to spend a buttload of money on this game. So like whenever I can't get access to my friend's account, he'll let me hop on his account and do gameplays. But the last content that they dropped recently wasn't that good, but I'm planning on dropping some videos later today. But other than that, like, yeah, the content from this past week, it wasn't the best. It could have been a lot better than what we got. But I am excited that 2K is introducing moments back to this. So like, I know there's a lot of NBA players who've been, you know, dropping some really crazy number games. And I know that when it gets to the point where, you know, 2K is paying attention and actually dropping it, I feel like we have a Pink Diamond Bradley Beal coming in the near future. Because I don't know if you guys are aware, Bradley Beal's been balling out in the league. So definitely be on the lookout for a Pink Diamond Bradley Beal coming sometime soon.
Yeah. Are you still doing the challenges on your gameplays? Actually,
I didn't. Somebody reminded me too. Like I was AD. It's so funny. Like I try to do. He said 100-point challenge.
Yeah, I
AD.
watched that. Yeah.
As soon as I said that, a few possessions later, dude quits the game. I said,
Yeah.
like,
You were on track.
no.
You were on
I
track.
was on
You were
track.
like 25.
100% on track. 25, like with like 2 minutes left in the first. Yeah, I definitely would have pulled it off. But if anybody came closest to doing it, probably was Danny Granger. Danny Granger had like 65. He had 25, 20 something in the first, and like the fourth quarter, he scored like 40 points. So it was crazy.
I'm going to start setting you some real challenges, man. Like the next Shaq card comes out, I want you to hit 33 pointers by the end of the game.
I could pull it off. I could pull it. And now that I got Mikal, look, man, it depends because some dudes will literally stay in the game that long. They would really stay in the game that long.
Yeah.
And now that I got Mikal, I got nothing to lose, so I could go for it. No holds barred. Got nothing to lose.
Yeah. So you're just keeping up to date with the content now. Like, I mean, the content's getting better, right? Like, I'm assuming the gameplays are going to get, bigger and bigger as they go. I mean, that AD's drawn more attention than any other card so far, right?
100%. That's what a lot of people in the community said. They say, as the year, like I say around February, that's when it turns around. Like the content gets more hype. That's when 2K starts to take off. So I'm gonna definitely take advantage of that. Get on the wave, start dropping content, and I'm at like almost 700 subs. So I know that by the time 2K21 is done, I'll have 1,000 subscribers. So I'm not even worried about that. I'm just gonna 100%. Keep up with the wave.
Yeah. I mean, look, for anyone listening, if you haven't seen Josh's gameplay, it's really unique. Like there's obviously a lot of content creators that drop gameplays. It's like Simba was talking about that, right? Like he went in a different direction. But Josh, like I really love watching your gameplays in particular. I think the way that you approach it, like I said, the challenges are a lot of fun. Your commentary is just jokes to me. Like the green Irish Spring, and like it's not a green, but it's good. Like these things are just stuck in my head. It's so entertaining to watch, man, and it's really genuine as well. I think that's the other thing. Like a lot of the gameplay you see, it's kind of edited to look almost better than it was. Like you kind of just let it run, right? And if it isn't going well, you'll let it play out. And you're obviously a high level comp player, so it really is a really good place for someone like me to go, who's like an average player, and actually see if that card is good for someone like me. Like I think it's brilliant, man, what you're doing.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. If you haven't subbed to Josh, do it. His link will be in the description, and also it's on the screen somewhere. I don't know where exactly, but it's on the screen. So
and here's the logo. Here's the logo, so you can't forget it.
There you go. That's a shameless plug and a half. Good job. I gotta get some hoodies done. Jakel, talk to us about your channel, man. Like, what's going on with you?
So my channel, like for YouTube, it's a bit tough. Like, I want to do gameplays, but I feel like so many people are doing it. Like it's like a real common thing. So I'm kind of trying to find something that I can go on my own lane and build from there. I really want to come up with an actual unique idea, and it's pretty tough just with what 2K actually gives us.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's getting harder,
Yeah, it's not easy. And then it's like you feel like you're just copying everyone, But then I really want to get into just keep going grinding on Twitch, posting little snippets on Facebook, on my Facebook gaming page, because that seems to get pretty good views on Facebook. So it's good to build on there, and just I can post like funny stuff, not too. I don't want to be too serious with the stuff. Like I know who I am in the 2K world. Like I can compete with anybody, but it's not always about that. Like I just like to have fun on the game. I love basketball. That's foremost. Like before 2K, I just love basketball. So the game's just a big plus, and I like to show people that like you. I know I am an absolute sweat, but I feel like I barely even play this game like compared to most. Like that's the crazy thing. Like so.
Opposed to Josh, man, I hate watching your gameplay. I hate it. Like I can't tell you how soul destroying it was to watch you post a video using my D Wade, and like. I'm like, that's what that card's supposed to do. All right, I get it now, right? But like, if you watch any of Jakel's stuff, like on Twitch, on YouTube, whatever, like he is like elite at this game. He is like top 0.1% and less. Like we're talking about Josh here. He's gone 12-0. He's comp. He's playing at these high levels. But Jakel, it's like I don't know, man. It's like there's a difficulty beyond Hall of Fame that he's programmed at. And like I've never seen anyone green like him. Like you green everything. Yeah,
I seen like 4 fadeaway greens away. I said, damn. Like
It's because I've just worked on like it really is like a craft when you start to get into like the good tier, you kind of can pick like people's games and you pick what they do well, and then you just work on that, and you will get better at this game. Like if you watch all three of us, all of our content, I promise you will get better at this game, and you will improve like for real. And, like, I look at Josh when I first seen his game.
You guys are being kind there, I reckon.
Yeah, I seen Josh's gameplays for the first time a long time, like what, probably a year ago, and like he is a monster now compared to what you like. You weren't that good, bro, and now you a monster. Like your game has gone like through the roof. So like, and you've picked that up from watching people and actually trying to like get better. So
it's amazing
props to you,
watching
man.
Josh's progression as well, man. Like the way he did it and the way it was so kind of public. Like he does, like he's not afraid of anything. Like I still get intimidated loaded into Unlimited, right? Like I get nervous about the team I'm matching up with. Like Josh will literally be out there, like playing the best players in the world, like and holding his own, like, and everything is just about getting better. It's about getting to that next step and that next step and the next step. Like you do that in any walk of life, like you're gonna get somewhere, right? It's just the right way to go about things. Like I'm too lazy to ever be good at this game. But if you want to get good at this game, watch Josh's channel, because like that progression is exactly how you should do it if you want to do it. That's what I think.
Thanks, man. I definitely do appreciate that. That's something like I was being really hard on myself, especially last season. No, it was the first season. I tried, played my first player launch tournament. I even left work early for it, and I got crushed. And it's like, I was frustrated because I think I played Hoove, but his team compared to mine was just, my team couldn't even breathe that same air. Yeah. And like from then on, I think when I grinded Dwayne Wade, just from grinding Dwayne Wade, getting Aaron Gordon and getting a 12-0 rule, just changed my team drastically. And it's like it's the same thing. So what I promised to do, well not promised, what I vow to do now is like I try to do the level 40 XP challenges, the limited, unlimited, and just adding one player or two players just makes a difference on my team. And I wasn't even running like a bunch of Galaxy Opals and Pink Diamonds. I just run like the best cards from that tier or like at that position, and I made it work. So that's definitely something I pride myself in. And like just like you said, like just always trying to improve. Like I try to play the best, and if they beat me by a lot, oh well, I just come back stronger next time. So that's just something I try to work on.
Yeah, I've spoken about this before. Like I think there's a lot of people that are afraid to lose, right? It's like it's kind of built into the psychology of the game a little bit. And I think when you're doing it publicly, like you're on YouTube or whatever, and there's all these kind of selective cuts, right? That everything kind of goes out. And the way you do it, Josh, you're literally just on stream. It's just all out there. Whatever happens. And it's funny this year because I've spoken about this in a video before as well. Not everyone's not as protected as they were last year, right? Because that win ratio changes everything, right? About how you can kind of market yourself as an elite player, which is, I'm really glad even last year when I launched my channel, I was just very black. My first video had the words average player in it. Like, I know who I am, right? Like, I'm in 2 minds about that. But I think this year it's become harder and harder to kind of, I don't like deceive, right? Deceive people to think that you're a better player than you are. Because last year, you could load into an unlimited game. You could play as many games as you wanted until the gameplay looked good. And then you could upload that video. With like, even if you lost the 4 games before it, that 5th one you won, you could upload that. But then now, if that happens, you're showing a 20% win ratio. So I think there's so much more pressure like now on being an elite player. And I actually think that, we just spoke to Simba as well, and he said, he's not very good at the game. I'm quite open about it. Josh, you're happy to put it out there that you're losing, things like that. I think the community is changing, man. I think one thing 2K have done with this win ratio is it's forcing people to be more humble in their approach. 100%. You agree with that?
You can't hide because but on the other ones you could post like you winning the 12-0, like completing 12-0, but it might have took you like might have took you 10 tries. Right. Yeah, but you could post that and you make yourself look like a sweat very easily. And now you can't hide. You lose 5 games, people gonna know.
It's so funny about speaking about this. I remember in Jakel's, in Jazz's group chat, there was somebody who I guess it was flexing their that they got. I think they got Kevin McHale that was in Galaxy Opal, and then how when you're in a Galaxy Opal tier, it shows who your best player is.
Yeah,
it was an image. It was an image of a bronze player, and I didn't realize that until somebody said that. I said, "Oh wow, like while you're flexing this record and you're doing the bronze method." But like, I'm not against anybody. You're getting it. however you can, but don't flex if you're gonna, do it like that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
the key, man. Like I said, like with me, I just come forward and say it. Like I know what I'm doing. I'm not afraid to talk about overall glitching because I need to do that to have success on the game. The game isn't that serious to me. I know it's serious to other people, but it's not for me. I've got a life, I've got businesses, I've got a wife, I've got my dream car. I'm kind of set for life, like right now. So the game is like it's a hobby, right? It's something that's fun, and I do it, and I get to do awesome things like this. Like I'm talking to two people in like two different parts of the world right now, just about a video game. Like it's so cool. Like if you do this the right way. But like you said, Josh, if you approach this in the wrong way and you're kind of just looking for approval, this could be a real grind, like a life grind, emotional grind, all of that stuff. It's not fun, man. I don't know why people do it.
Yeah.
Like why would you go down that road to set yourself up? I mean, who are you trying to impress? That's the first question.
Right. Like me right now, I'm just focused on like trying to get into the 250K qualifiers. Like even though the first two attempts were like they were bad, it's still like the in between time is different. Like from when I first tried to qualify, I got glitched out. Like I got a error code, didn't even play. First time I lost to somebody who I shouldn't have lost to, and it's like now I feel like I'm ready. Like I know it's not here yet. I feel like I'm ready. Like I feel fearless. You could put anybody in front of me. I'm gonna still give it my all. Whatever happens, happens. But like at this point, I'm fearless. I'm gonna just grind the challenges, get the players I need to put myself in the best possible position. But like that's really what it is. Like just this experience and like playing these different people. It just makes me feel like I'm ready. And like even in tournaments, like I think another one coming up. It's just good. Like playing people better than you. It's like it's always something you could pick apart from them and like apply it to when you play other games. That's something I kept doing like during my 12-0 run. And like even though the difficulty is not as hard, it's still like the way people play is still tough to go against. So it's like I just always use what I can to apply to my game.
Your 250K, you just remember that you're gonna. There's a lot of luck that goes into their day because you could play noob after noob, and you could get so much points and be on their top of their board for the rest of their day. And that's how they get in. They ain't beating the sweats, man. Like if you watch most of them that qualify, they run into absolutely
I think
average players.
Is when the sweats come. That's when you really got to step your game up. So that's what I'm ready for. Like that's what I'm saying. Like like that's what I felt like today in Unlimited. Like Pink Diamond, I think I got 3 rage quits to getting Opal. Then my second game in Opal, I'm playing a super sway on the kill. And normally old me would be like, yo, why you still playing, bro? Come on. And I'm playing frustrated. But then now I'm like, all right, you want to stop me? You're in my way. I'm moving you out my way. That's just not my mindset. But like, if you're in my way, I'm gonna move you out my way. And like, it was a close game. It came down to like 1 point. Like I had to stop him like just down to the last shot. So it was like it's definitely gonna help me get better.
What tips would you guys give? Because we asked Simba this right about sort of YouTubing and things like that. What tips would you guys give to people who are like new average at the game? Like what do you think are the most important things that you know these people should know? Like Jacal, I did a video on 5 things that you said, right? But there's other things, and there's obviously been a journey to get there. Like what do you think are the most important things you need to do to actually get better at this game?
Like the main thing is to like actually get a team, and like you wanna. I know the overall glitch is there, and that's good for like people who want to get the success and get that reward. But like if you genuinely want to get better and better, like you have to use a actual proper squad, and you need to get used to that squad. And then you build so much confidence from that. Like if you can beat another God squad, you come out of that like real happy, like because you know how hard it is to beat these cards, man. Like now we're getting to these cards that are like 90 plus everything. It's like now it's coming to like skill. Who's got the skill to stop 90 like AD, man? Like that's a big point guard. You like if you beat someone with that card, you're gonna come out there feeling real confident, and that's a huge thing to getting better at 2K. Because you have to use these mean cards because that's who all the best players are using. They're using the OP cards. Like if I did your overall glitch, like I feel sorry for people I'd be playing. Like,
but if I was overall glitching and I ran into you, just
you trying to guard me with a Sapphire player and I got an Opal D-Wade? Like what? How are you gonna guard that? That's crazy.
I'd be straight on Amazon for another controller after that. Yeah, it would be.
I agree with Jakel though. Like I definitely do agree with Jakel. Like that's something like him saying that is literally something I did without even knowing. Like I just built a team. I actually watched RCA the Great. You should definitely check him out. He made a video about like big defense, and he kind of helped me readjust. Like I was playing bait, but it was a little disorganized. His video kind of gave me an idea of like where I need to be, how I need to play. So definitely check out that video from him. I feel like it's helpful. But just anybody want to get better at the game. And he helped me build my lineup. And the lineup I built was like, it was like in line with what he said. I looked at it, readjusted my lineup. Before I was just running the best version of every player each position, which doesn't always work. You need to have players that fit what your play style is. And my play style is like up tempo, slashing, shooting, and defense. Built my team around that. And I literally had like what, maybe 2 opals, like 3 pink diamonds, the rest was just diamonds. I made it work. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got comfortable with them the more I played with them. I know their releases like the back of my hand. I know where I need to be on defense, like what badges are good. It just definitely works when you just use the same teams. It's all about repetition.
Yeah, I think that's something we actually all have in common. I think there's a lot of people who build their squad around what the specific YouTubers say, right? Like you look at someone's squad and it's like the last 10 videos that DBG posted, right? Like I'm gonna go pick up those 10 cards. And the
top 10 cards, right?
Yeah, like whatever the card of the day is, everyone jumps on and the price of it goes up and everyone's just kind of grabbing that card, and then 2 days later those same YouTubers are talking about another card, and then everyone goes and switches to that one. Is like, Jaquel, that was actually, I told you the other day I was talking to you, I was like, you gave me 5 tips and you gave me one more and I couldn't remember what it was. That was the tip that you gave me. You said, don't change your squad too much, like get used to it, know it. Yeah. Like that's one of the most important things I did. Like, Josh, you did the same thing. You build your squad in increments, right? Like only when a specific player comes out and then you make a change, you're not changing it every 3 days. That was big for me because I do struggle to shoot in the game. I'm not amazing at it. So having a release that I know, like Zion for me, I can't miss with, and I am bad at shooting. Like I shoot better with Zion than I do with Wade because I've used him for 2 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
Well, that's the scary thing. Like if you give me this Galaxy Opal D-Wade, like I only played that 1 game, but if I play over about 20 games, that's when my muscle memory for that release on that card and everything about that card, that's when I will just like destroy with it. That's when I really will be like, this card's unstoppable because that's my very first game. I ain't never used D-Wade card this 2K. I barely even used it on last 2K. But I just over time I'll get even better with it, and that's just that's how everyone can do. They can do that as well. Like, with any card, if you use it enough, the release becomes nothing, and that's when you turn that shock meter off. Like I know even average players can do it. You just got to turn it off and then trust yourself. When you repetition, you just keep shooting with that guy. Like you're gonna get there.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Even with that, like something I did recently, I used to shoot with the vibration on. And I believe MyTeam Madness, because you know about the whole Zen situation with MyTeam controllers, they said like when you're playing games, you gotta turn your vibration off and shot aiming. And I guess I did that. Like I'm not sure how many games ago I did that. And I'm shooting, and I used to use the vibration to help me green. Yeah, I'm shooting, I'm looking, I'm like, yo, where's the vibration? Because I went on my friend's account, it was there. I'm greening without the vibration. I'm like, oh shoot. So like just like you said, muscle memory. I don't remember when I took it off, but I just played so many games in between that. And now it's just like I don't even need the vibration to green. So it's just I just know when to, I don't know how to explain it. It's like I just know when to release it, it's like
you learn things about yourself. Like just listening to you guys now, I'm like, there's times where I've taken the meter off and had a lot of success with it. And I think it's dawning on me now that it's when I've used the squad for a while, which is why I can take the meter off. And then obviously I get new players in and suddenly I'm not hitting the shots like I was and I'm turning the meter back on. I'd like to get to a point where I literally just turn it off, I think. I mean, Ty did a video about the vibration as well, Josh, about 6 months ago. He was like, just never have it on. I think he said it was disgusting. Like he was, he was really down on the vibration. Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah. But then, and another quick little thing, like for releases, if you can get a team that has all the players have a very similar shot, that's when it's like too easy. Like, because you're pretty much shooting the same jumper with everybody. And that's how my team becomes. Everyone has very similar jump shots. They start giving everyone the OP, release that's quick, and that's when you can really like focus on it. And
it's becoming like that as well. If someone's been using Trae Young for the last 3 months, suddenly they've got a Kevin McHale with the same release.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So it's becoming easier and easier to do that. Cool, guys. I think we've covered everything. You got anything else?
No, I think that's I like that. That was authentic. Like the conversation, I loved it. The flow of it was good.
Yeah, cool. I need to still close it out though.
Oh shoot! Oh, well, I mean, we can edit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm leaving that in. That was jokes.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
it's our second one. Hey, we're getting better. Yeah, I love the conversation this week. I absolutely loved it this week. Like, it felt different, right? We was like, just be open in it. We were really awkward last week. We didn't really know what we were doing. We were like, let's just try it. It's a really good idea. And yeah, man, like, it's funny because this whole concept is really just the fact that we like talking to each other, right? Like, we do talk to each other all the time.
Right.
Josh is in New York. And I call him like 4 times a day. We're just having banter about the game. Jakel's in New Zealand. He's on an 18-hour time difference.
He's basically a day ahead of us.
Yeah, you can see the weather's nice there. It's bad here. Like that's what we're dealing with. Like,
and it's Sunday.
Oh shoot! Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a different day. But it's really cool, man. It's just so cool to do this every week. I'm really excited about the future of this. I think you guys are as well. We're going to keep dropping this every week, of course. It's one thing that's really important, guys. Is if you see this video, like right now, like right at this moment, go and drop a comment on something that you want us to discuss in the game, whatever it is. Like, if it's something controversial, a card, you need tips. Like, these guys are pros, right? Like, you've got access to these guys and you can talk to them. If there's anything that you want us to talk about, drop a comment right now. Like and subscribe on the channel. And guys, please check out Josh and Jakel's channels. They're both going to be in the description and they're on the screen as well. So go there and sub. If you want to get better at this game, honestly, guys, there's no 2 people in the world that will make you be better at this game. Jakel, like I started talking to a year ago, he took me from a 20% win ratio on Unlimited to 80%. That's who he is. That's the difference he made. And watching Josh now is just getting me to that next level on a daily basis. So like it's a really good environment that like the advice is really good. It's really easy to absorb and they're just great people to speak to. That's it, I think, guys. Until next time, thanks for listening.
Catch you guys. Amazing.